with women, especially in a sacred place. The Shastras enjoin that one should not even talk to a woman in a sacred place, even if she happens to be one's own daughter, sister, or mother. The excess impulse is so strong that even if one is very learned, he becomes agitated in such circumstances. If this is the case, how can a young man in a nice park remain calm and quiet after seeing a beautiful young woman? That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 17 of chapter 4th canto, chapter 25, entitled The Characteristics of King Puranjana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Narada Muni is describing the body, his body, and all the, he had mentioned the different paraphernalias or different parts that inside the body. Now he's mentioning those things that associate the body but outside the body. Like a park, it's not inside the body, it's outside the body. It has a connection with this body. And the park has connection with the lakes, has connection with this body. They are part of the object for gratifying the senses. So they are all connected. The object of the senses and the senses, they are connected. And they are environment which also promote the agitation. The environment will facilitate the agitation. Like being in a secluded place, alone. It's a stimulant. That's a stimulant. And the Muni also mentioned the substances that inside the same sex impulse, some substance inside that, like alcohol or food in the mode of passion and ignorance. They incite the lusty desire, the sex desire. So much so that the body becomes very agitated and disturbed, lusty. So when we look at our scriptures and we'll see a topic like this, lust, is a very powerful topic, very powerful. Because it's something that concerns all living entities, not that some. There are certain things which are for some people. But lust is something that concerns all living entities, all. As far as you are a spirit soul, the lust is there. And it's something that we talk about and do every day, but still many people don't understand what is lust. When I ask Bhakti students what is lust, difficult to get answer from the students. What is lust? It's something we talk every day, something we do every day, something that is in the body that you cannot remove. There are certain things which go with the soul. A desire, it goes with the soul. You cannot remove it. Enjoyment, you go with the soul, you cannot remove it. Identity, you go with the soul, you cannot remove identity. If you remove it, it is no more the soul, it's something else. Loss also go with the soul. You cannot remove it. You cannot remove it because it's part of the soul. But why loss is so powerful? Why is it so powerful? That of all the intoxicants in this world, loss is most of them is greater than others. 2 weeks ago, a devotee asked me, of all the principles we keep, alcohol is easy to, right? It's easy to deal with it. Meat eating, okay, it's easy to give it up. Gambling, it's easy to give it. Why loss is so difficult? of all the regulatory principles, why this one is so difficult? Why is it so terrible? Why is that it torment everyone, all living entities in this world? We shouldn't forget Vishwamitra Muni, he fell down. When? When did he fall down? After performing austerity for 60,000 years. Not 2 years. 60,000 years. Practicing controlling the senses, he fell. 60,000. Not 6 years. So when you look at it, Shivarimuni, when did he get married? When? No, I didn't say where. When? When? He's already 100 years old. When he got married, 50. 100 years. That is when he got married. Not before. And he sees powerful sages all in the forest. When they say somebody fall down, and just fall down, not because of money, but because of intoxication. It is sex. So why lust is so strong, so powerful that it's tormenting everyone? I know that some people have it and some people do not have it. Everybody will have it. And it's there in the body. The struggling. It is not when we are not struggling. It is when we are struggling to overcome it that you have more problem. So why is that? What makes it so strong like that? What makes lust so strong? So strong. It's tormenting everyone. Lust, it is part of the soul. As I say, you cannot remove it. And it is the original, when the pure love for God becomes contaminated, that is lost. That is lost. Shri Krishna Balaram Jai. Pure love of Godhead, it is what all living entities, part of the soul. Pure love of Godhead, that is the relationship we have with Krishna. When this pure love becomes contaminated by coming in contact with the physical, then it is not love again, it is lust. Desire, it is material desire, not a spiritual desire. Sex is a spiritual activity and it is done on the spiritual platform. But when it is on the bodily platform, that is lost. So we cannot remove it from our life because it's part of the soul. You cannot remove it. it can only be transformed. Therefore, it's always better when I wrote a book, Transforming Lust into Love. That is the way to do it. Not killing. You cannot you cannot remove it. You can only transform it. So it's a very big subject, very big science. The mechanism or the technologies for transforming the lust back to love is not discussed. So many of us are just struggling with it silently. But it is a subject to be discussed, to be fully explained, so we can know how to deal with it and overcome it. Because if the lust is not transformed, there is no question of love of Godhead. There is no question of going back to Godhead. So yes, we are chanting to develop your love of Godhead. We are hearing, we do so many things to develop your love of Godhead, to develop it. So we should know the science, how to develop this, how to transform this. The technique has to be learned and applied. Otherwise, you'll be struggling. And we had so many pastimes, so many pastimes, which will convince many people to think that lust cannot be cured, it cannot be controlled, it cannot be transformed. There's so many stories to show like that. A very famous one, very, very, very famous. Those days we have regular stories which you used to hear, regular pastimes and stories. These days it's not there. You don't hear them. But our time we have regular stories which we hear regularly, and we do drama with them every Sunday. It's part of the Sunday feast program to perform drama about this. So we heard about a dying man, an old man who is dying, very old. He's leaving the body. So to teach how lust is so dangerous, very powerful. So a very wise man, he took his daughter to go and visit the old dying man. It's about leaving the body. So he told the secretary, watch this man. You should watch this man, and you learn something. He came there and greeted the man. The man, he answered very slowly, very low, very slowly. He answered very, very gently. As a sick man. But when the daughter greeted him with a voice, he opened the eyes. And he stared at the girl, not removing the eyes. While they were talking, while the discussion was going on, he was not seeing the person talking with him. He was simply seeing the girl. So you see, he's leaving the body very soon, but to see where his mind is. To that extent, lust exists up to that extent. One friend, he came to me and he said, Maharaj, this lust is very difficult to control. Why? He's a sannyas candidate. He's a sannyas candidate. So, but why you should take sannyas? So I told him, my friend, don't be an illusion to think that it cannot be controlled. It can be controlled completely If it's not completely controlled, what is the question of going to Godhead? You are not going back to Godhead. It is not 100% control. It has to be 100, not 99.9. It is 100% transformed. Then back home, back to Godhead. Otherwise, zero. You cannot go back to Godhead with even a point of contamination. Zero. Not even in goodness will be zero before going back to Godhead. So if you convince yourself like this, then you are just going to be an embarrassment. You can take your sannyas, so you can be eating prasadam everywhere. that is your sannyas, just to go everywhere and take obeisances for people and take prasadam, that's all. No, it is more than that. You should be sure, you should be convinced that loss can be transformed, and it's a process. If you don't know the system, it is a different thing, but there's a process how to do that. So we teach this to our students in Bhakti Sastra. We teach this regularly in the science. So, transforming lust into love is a big subject, it's a big science. They have to learn the process. Otherwise, you will remain mechanical and think that, and be convinced that one cannot become a pure devotee. You can think like that. Yeah, one cannot become a pure devotee. How is it possible to become a pure devotee? So many great personalities, they have difficulty. In the Bible, very powerful. He called Samson. Very powerful. He can break down this house with his hands. That's how powerful he is. Like you hear this rasta crushing a beam, iron beam. So those days, people having this strength. Although they have such a powerful strength, they were destroyed by a woman because they cannot control their senses. Yes. And yet, our movement is a process for controlling the senses. So, if you don't control the senses, you make the movement look like it doesn't work. It works. It works perfectly. We have to learn the science. Not only learning the science, we have to apply the science and get the result. We simply learn, but we don't apply. So there's no result. Application is required before you can get the result. Not theory. Theory cannot make anyone perfect, but practice will make someone perfect. So you have to apply the science. So what is the science of transforming lust? This danger, and make it a friend, or a sublime situation. Pure love of God. This is a sublime situation. It's required for everyone. We are literally lovers of Krishna, but become conditioned. So our condition has made us, put us into lusty situations. But Krishna consciousness is to help us transforming this lust and bring about the pure love of God that we are all looking for. All of us, we want pure love of God, right? Pure love of God, we want. That's why we are here. That's why we are chanting Hare Krishna. So what are the things we need to do to transform this lust into love? Number one, we must give up selfishness. In our life as devotees, we must be ready to support other devotees in our life. If there is no space for other people in our life, you cannot transform lust. We remain tormented by lusty desires. and every day it becomes more and more tense because Kali Yuga is progressing. See, to be progressing. We must give up selfishness. You must become liberal. You must be liberal. We should never keep anyone negatively in our mind. Anyone. No negative feeling towards anyone in the mind. Anyone. These are poison. These are the associate of lust. They're the associate. So if you want to give up something, we have to give everything completely out to have them replaced by positive or what we want. Not selfish desires. It must be liberal and give chance for people. There should be a space in our life. There should be a space. It means you accommodate. You should accommodate people in our life. Means it should be ready to serve others, not remain hard. The heart would remain hard if you don't give space for others. If we are not ready to support other people in their Christian consciousness, we cannot be supported. It's not something we can just do by ourselves like that. We have to apply the techniques. Then we can make move. His Holiness Bhakti, he gave a principle for community, therefore. Principle for community. So in one of these 4 principles, he said, all of us say we have somebody we love in our mind. One person or 2 people. Right? We have somebody that we love in our heart. Somebody very dear to our heart that we like. That mentality, that attitude, you should apply it to all, everybody, not for one person. It shouldn't be for only one person. We should apply it to all. That means we should look at everybody favorably. We should look at everyone favorably. What do you think we're going to do with Christian in a special way? You are from this, you are from here, you from there, you. This does not exist there. It doesn't exist there. What does exist there is all of us. All of us. No one envy anyone. Everyone see everyone equally with loving eyes. With loving eyes. We see each other with loving eyes, with happiness. Because you know that together we are going to support the Krishna. When the queens of Krishna in Dwaraka met Draupadi in Kurukshetra, all the 16,108 queens went to Draupadi. He went to her. And they said, you are superior to us. We have only one husband. You have 5. 5. Did you hear the Pandavas fought each other because of one wife? Did you hear? You think we'll hear? They fight? They will fight. Did they fight? The Pandavas. One wife. 5 people. One wife. You think it's an easy thing? Even girlfriend, many people have died because of even one girlfriend. Yes, many people have died. Oh, you talk to my girlfriend. Heavy fight. Draupadi 5. No single, there's no single word within. So the queens, they are Christians. Christians, why? They are not ordinary people. They are not ordinary people. They are not ordinary. All of them are gopis from Vrindavan. The queens in Dwaraka. They are all, yes. When they were feeling intense pain of separation, Yogmaya transformed all of them and sent them there. But they don't The feeling that they had as gopis is changed. Because the gopis, they have a parakia relationship with Krishna. And the queens, they have swakiya relationship with Krishna. They're different. Wedded and unwedded. The moods are different. Wedded wives, unwedded wives. They're different moods. The wedded wife is inferior to unwedded life. Unwedded prema is superior to the wedded wife, bhava. It's inferior. So they went to her and they said, you are superior to us. You should teach us how you can keep all men peaceful together without fighting. Can you teach us? We want to love our husband like that, like he did. The Draupadi don't say, you see me? Yes. See, the elf came to her. She didn't feel like that. And she didn't hide anything. She attended to all of them peacefully. This is the dealings. We relate with people cordially. We relate with people friendly, with friends, in friendly dealings. That is how we can transform the lust into. We have to practice it, loving everyone. That is the science. Then the lust will disappear because now we are cultivating how to care for people. When it becomes mature and the lust is completely gone, that is pure love of Godhead. The now is transformed. No selfish desire. We should be selfless, dealing with everyone nicely. We should treat everyone nicely. We should treat everyone nicely. That is the process. Our success depends on this. So we should check ourselves and see how we deal with other people. How do we treat other people? If you remain mechanical and not devotional, we will not make it. Because this process is of devotion. It's of devotion, not mechanical system. It's sweet dealings. It's sweet dealing with each other. See each other as friends. As friends, good friends. Bosom friends. The friends from the heart. Like His Holiness Kadama Kanana Maharaj told me years ago in Vrindavan. He told me, I want you to be my true friend from your heart. That is missing in this world. I said, yes, I will be the true friend. That's the request. Be my true friend. We don't see this. Even among disciples, when you see devotees sannyasi, everybody obeisances, but all these are external things. The true friend from the heart is missing. In the middle of all these, thousands of people offer obeisances, which is true. Yes? In the middle of thousands of obeisances is envy. Heavy envy is in the middle, going on there. So to find a true friend is difficult. So I want you to be that true friend for me. I say, yes, Maharaj. Yes. Otherwise, I don't have anything to do. I cannot relate to it if it is not true from the heart. It should be a true friend from the heart. So let us practice treating everyone nicely from the heart. Otherwise, we will not conquer the lust. Also, physical thing we can do not be idle. Don't be idle. We shouldn't have a spare time in our life. No spare time. Our time should be fully occupied with Krishna conscious activities. Fully occupied. If you have a spare time, lust will torment you. Because you have nothing to do. Should be fully occupied in Krishna consciousness. Planning our Krishna consciousness is being conscious of Krishna. We should plan our life in Krishna consciousness. If you plan our life in Krishna consciousness, then we will have the necessary support. We'll be very active. And lust will not disturb us because we are busy doing something. We'll be free from lust. This is a little exercise in science. That is, if you apply it, you'll see the difference. You see people who love others from the heart, who care for others. That is the greatest psychic power, mystic power, to wish people well in the heart. It's the highest mystic power. Nothing will affect you. Nothing will affect you. No evil can touch you. If you wish people well, you care for people, look for people's welfare. Yes, become very, very powerful. Hare Krishna. Comments, questions? Yes. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your association. As you Bhagavatam described, Prabhupada described it. It's not astonishing to be restless in contact with women and men. But Prabhupada gives an answer also. He says that you have to hear Krishna Katha regularly.
Yeah.
Then the mind will be absorbed Krishna Katha and it will not be affected.
Yes. Yeah. We should hear regularly. Regularly. So hear regularly. As I've said many times, we don't hear. We have difficulty hearing. Why? The lust is burning. So if lust is burning, how will you have the peace to hear? To hear, you must have the composure to be able to hear nicely. Otherwise, you'll be hearing lust, not love. It will continue like that in the heart today. That's the energy we're pumping. Yeah, so we should hear nicely and not become restless. So how will you know you're not restless? So when you see a woman with you directly, that is the test. Right? If you want to learn how to repair, to fix a car, you have a broken down car. Then you learn that to me. Just like if you want to be a doctor, what's the first thing you learn as a doctor? What's the first thing you want to be a doctor?
Human body?
Dead body, yes. That's the first thing you begin with a dead body. not a zero. You give a dead body. So similarly, if you want to control us and you are in a secluded place, how will you transform the lust? It should be in the middle. It should be the middle of fire. And when you're not burnt, then yes, you know that yes, you have transcended. Yes. Those who learn the army, who learn during the war, on the war front, they are better than those who learn in the trenches. They are lazy people. When they will come to the field, they will not perform. But those who learn right on the field, they will be the best. Our science is very, very deep and very subtle. It's just locked up there. Only for those who are very fortunate who know how to unlock it. Can get into it. Yes. All right.
This is our first enemy of the living entities. The first enemy of the living
Yes. First enemy of the living entity. Yes.
Greatest enemy.
Yes. Because we offended Krishna, so he gave us the opposite. That's the result of offending Krishna. We become impotent. So we have to deal with all these things. So now we have an environment to rectify our mistakes, our faults. So let us do it nicely and get a good result. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay. Hari Hari. Goda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.